everyone, and welcome to another episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen. My name is Jacqueline Russell.
My name is Cyan.
And my name is Sage Russell.
And we're here every Friday afternoon bringing you another making and coding lesson that you can do while you're stuck inside due to the coronavirus with your kids. So last week, what did we make, you guys?
We made
Pianos and guitars.
Musical instruments.
Yeah, so we used copper tape to make these really cool musical instruments, like this guitar that Sage made and this piano that Cyan made. So this week, we're doing something a little bit different. What are we making, you guys?
We made robots.
Okay, let's leave it there. Leave it there. Because what we're going to do is we made these little battle bots that are going to battle each other using servo motors. So let's go ahead and have a battle. Okay, you guys, let's put our robots in place.
Not my robot.
Okay.
All right. Our nanny Andrea made the.
Yeah. So first of all, introduce your battle bot. What's the name of your battle bot, Sage?
BattleBot 1.
Is it Georgie?
It's
Georgie.
Georgie.
Its name is Georgie.
Okay. And what's the name of your battle bot, Andrea?
BattleBot 2.
BattleBot 2 named Maxie.
BattleBot 2 named Maxie. Okay. So get your battle bots in place.
BattleBots at the ready.
On your mark.
Get set, go!
Battle! Ooh, Georgie. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit. Okay, get them a little bit closer together. Oh, nice, Sage. Georgie almost got him. Oh, he's hitting his shield. You gotta get him a little bit closer together. Oh. Oh no! Win to Georgie. The champion. All right, next up, who's the next battle bots up?
I'm the winner!
All right, now it's mine.
Now
My bot, Many Faces.
This is Many Faces versus this is Goldilocks the Destroyer. Okay, Goldilocks the Destroyer versus Many Faces. Let the battle begin. Oh dear, Goldilocks fell down. Let's see.
We can see it's not really stable.
Okay, I think we need to get them closer together. So, Cyan's got a very unique circle design here. So Goldilocks is, got it with her sword. Here she goes again. Here she goes. Oh, not quite hitting though. Oh dear. This is gonna be a long
You see, it has a massive
long battle.
shield, so Goldilocks, when it's hitting it, is actually
not doing anything, right?
Is not doing anything.
So she focused on defense. Oh dear! Oh no, Goldilocks fell down. I think this is the end for Goldilocks the Destroyer. So win.
And now for the final blow.
Oh no!
Now it's stuck. All right, there we go.
So win goes to Many Faces.
All right,
All
so
right,
now
we have our BattleBot champions.
now it's BattleBot Champion.
Okay. So.
BattleBot Champion.
Well, you want to do the two Georgie and Many Faces?
Yes.
Okay. This may not have a winner.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Because they both are. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay. Looks like Many Faces is kind of just hitting up in the air, and Georgie, I'm not sure who's Georgie attacking. Just the air. I think you need to face each other. Okay. Oh, he's trying to stand with. Oh, there we go. He got his sword stuck right in Many Faces, and oh dear. I think let's call it a tie. Let's call it a tie. I think. Both of you guys can be the winners here. All right. So, let's take a break from this, okay?
Aww.
It's a lot of fun.
Many faces need
So
some rest.
for those of the people who are watching who may not have seen previous episodes, we made these battle bots with something called the Circuit Playground Express. Sign, can you tell people what this is?
Mini computer.
It's a mini computer, that's right. And what kind of stuff does it have on it?
It has
Sage
lights.
Oh.
And
it has button A and B.
It has button A and B, which is what we are using in these
An
battle
infrared
bots.
sensor.
It does. We're not using the infrared sensor in
Lights.
this one, though. Lights, that's right.
camera action.
We're also not using the lights in this one, right?
It doesn't have a camera or an action.
No. But it does have sound, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we are using the speaker to play a little sound effect as we kind of
It also
chop
has
with
a
our
motion.
sword.
It also has a motion sensor.
It does have a motion
And
sensor.
an-
We're not using the
And
motion
an
sensor.
accelerometer.
That's true. That's the same thing. The motion sensor is the accelerometer, but we are not using that. However, what we are using is the pins on the outside to connect to a servo motor. So we're going to talk about servo motors in a minute, but one thing I do want to call your attention to are these pins that you see all around the outside of the Circuit Playground Express. Now, we used these last week for our piano, didn't we?
Yeah.
And actually, Adafruit has a really nice guide that talks about what the pins are used for. They're actually used for various different components. So if you go to Adafruit's website and do a search for Circuit Playground Express, you might find this page, and it gives a really nice description about what pins are available. So some of the pins that we use are these power pins and ground pins. So you'll see some of these holes marked with 3.3V, which stands for, do you know what it stands for, 3.3V?
You cannot see me.
3 volts, right?
Yes.
So those are power. That's how we send power out of our circuit playground. And some of these holes are marked with G and D. Do you know what that stands for?
G and
G and
Ground.
D. Yes, ground, exactly. And so we're going to be using those pins as well. And there's another little pin that's marked with V out. Do you know what that is?
Outlet.
That's also a power pin, so similar to the 3.3 volts. But this one you can actually send 5 volts out. So this is the one that we're going to be using to connect to our servo motors. And then there's also other pins that are labeled A0 through A7. These are sort of the analog data pins, and we're going to be using A1 to connect to our servo motor. So, all right, so let's get started. What are some of the materials we need now for to make our battle bot?
Well, we need servo
Anything.
motors.
Yeah,
Anything
we
you
do
can
need
get.
servo motors. So now, servo motors you can get online at like Amazon.com, and these are just like little motors that you can buy. That you can get like a 10-pack for $20. They're pretty cheap. And yeah, that's right, Sage. There's a couple different types of servo motors you can get. You can get 180-degree servo motors, and this means this little arm will move from 0 to 180-degree angles. Or you can also get continuous rotation servo motors. So the motors move continuously in a circle. And those are good for what?
Wheels.
Wheels, exactly. So if you want to build a robot that like moves with wheels, you'll want to get the continuous rotation ones. But which ones are we using for this project?
Not the continuous rotation ones.
That's right. We're using the 180-degree
I
angles.
mean, you could use you could use the other one, but like
You could. Yeah.
We're using a different one.
Yeah, you could. And you could have like a battle bot that like has something that goes round and round and round to like, you know.
Like a robot that goes wee.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so, okay, so you need a servo motor, you need a Circuit Playground Express. You can purchase the Circuit Playground Express in these kits. This is a base kit that you can get from Adafruit for about $30. And in this base kit, you'll get the Circuit Playground board, you'll get a USB cable, batteries, and a battery pack. What else do we need? we need these cables, right?
Yep.
Can you tell us about these cables?
So these
I'll
cables
show. Yeah.
basically, one side is like for breadboards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're male
Or like other
connectors,
things.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
And what's the other side?
And the other side are just crocodile clips.
That's right. Yeah. So you'll want to get these cables that have sort of male connectors on one end and croc clips on the other. And I believe you can get them on Adafruit as well. So let's see. You can buy like a 12-pack on Adafruit for $8. So once we have our cables and our servo motors, what else do we need for this project?
We need
Cardboard.
Cardboard, like
Yeah.
cups, anything you can get your hands on to make like one of these battle bots.
That's
Yeah.
right, Sage. Yeah. So we use like these just paper coffee cups, but you could use like these little cardboard boxes to build your battle bot, or even some bowls, paper bowls and plates.
Coffee, like
Oh yeah,
holders.
coffee holders. So we use these little hot coffee holders to make like the little heads. Yep, we just bent them. Yep, exactly. So really anything you can find to build the body of your BattleBot. And then you'll probably also want some tape, some scissors. Also pipe cleaners are great for making arms and things. What did we use for the arms, Cyan?
Oh, we used little sticks.
That's right.
And then also for the swords, we also used little sticks.
Yeah, we used like these little wooden coffee stirrers.
Like for mom, she made
Yeah.
the pipe cleaners out of hair.
That's true. Yeah. So what I did with this one is I made her head out of coffee cups and her body out of coffee cups, and just like a little piece of tissue paper for her dress, and pipe cleaners for her hair. So what else? What else do we need?
We need tape.
Yep, tape, we said that. And maybe some colored markers or paint or something to kind of decorate your BattleBot. Googly eyes, maybe?
You might want like a shield.
Right. The shield was a very important part of this
Color
BattleBot.
pencil paper
Yep.
or construction paper.
Yeah. Do you want to demonstrate?
Okay. So mine is water shield.
Oh. Okay.
I got an inspiration from it because Andrea's was a fire shield.
That's right. Andrea's
Fire warrior.
Fire warrior had
Silly fire warrior.
had the fire shield. So fire battles water, right? So that was a good one. And then you notice Andrea also made a little hat for hers, which was nice. Okay, so yeah, so just get some
Don't cut
materials.
my eyebrows off.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to BattleBot your eyebrows. And then the next thing you'll want to do once you've assembled the body. So here's an example of just using a coffee cup. I also made arms. It's good to have an arm for carrying your sword, your servo motor sword. So yeah, coffee cup, you can create a little head for your BattleBot, and then just tape some arms onto the side of your BattleBot.
And then
I have a question. What if you wanted to go up and down, not like side to side?
Great question, Sage. Do you
Then
think
you
you
would
can
put
try
it-
and answer it?
then you would put it
yeah, I
horizontal
think
like this.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so once you've assembled the body of your BattleBot, Cyan, what do you do?
So basically, are we gonna make the sword?
Yeah, so one thing you want to tell people is how the arms come. So usually your servo motors come just like this, and they usually have a bunch of these little plastic kind of they're called servo motor horns or arms. So you're going to pick one of these arms, and then what are you going to do?
And you're gonna take it and put it on, but make sure that there's a little like circle, like inside the big circle, and make sure that is like towards
Here, let me take this from you.
towards the top.
Yeah. So attach your servo motor arm. And then you want to build the sword from your servo motor arm, right?
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
You're going to turn your servo motor.
You're going to first take a stick.
Yep.
Right?
And then put some tape on it.
Yep. So take a little wooden coffee stir with some tape.
Put it on top and just wrap the tape around the arm.
Let's see if we can show them a little bit closer.
But make sure that you don't like include the blue part, because that'll like stop it from moving.
Yeah. So just tape it on the arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
So
you
that it
don't-
looks like this.
If you don't want a stick for your sword, you could use like something else to tape on.
Great suggestion. Yes. Like maybe pipe cleaners
Yeah.
or something else. Some other type of weapon that you want your BattleBot to use. So just tape it onto the servo motor arm. You can also tape it on first so that you have your servo motor arm connected to your servo arm, and then attach it to the servo motor. Now, what I would suggest you do is also kind of calibrate the motion of your servo motor. So you'll notice again that these can turn in 0 to 180 degrees. So just make sure your movement is where you want it for your BattleBot. Okay. Next thing, what do we need to do?
Take the head on, maybe?
Yes, but let's show them how we attach the servo motor, because I think the head is kind of easy to do. So the next thing you're going to want to do is attach your servo motor to the arms of your BattleBot. So we just used little pieces of duct tape here, but you could use hot glue, you could use regular tape. You just want to make sure that it is steady, and also that the movement of your servo motor is going to hit something.
Defend, attack.
Yep. So yeah, so just tape on your servo motor onto the arm of your BattleBot, just like that. And then you're ready to go. Now we just need to, connect this?
And attach the head.
And attach the head. Okay, why don't you work on attaching the head, and we can talk about how to connect your servo motor to your Circuit Playground Express. So you'll notice on these servo motors that there are 3 different colored cables coming from the servo motor. There's brown, there's red, and there's orange. Brown is ground, right? So we're going to connect the brown part of the cable to the ground pin on the Circuit Playground Express. And can you guess what the red is, Sage?
Red hot lava. Power?
That's right. So we're going to connect the red cable to the V out pin on our Circuit Playground. And the orange is, what do you think the orange is?
Electricity.
The orange is data. So that's where we're going to connect it to the A1 pin to send the signals over. So then you're going to want to take these cables, and these can be any color. The color doesn't really matter, but just remember where you connect them in to the servo motor cable. So I'm going to take this red one and connect it right here into the red cable on my servo motor. I'm going to take the black one and connect it into the brown ground one of my servo motor. And then I'm going to take the yellow one here and just connect it into the orange cable of my servo motor. So now I have my my crot clips and my servo motor connected. You will probably also want to tape a little bit of this on, because these connectors tend to pop out every once in a while. So just put a little bit of tape just to secure the connection here. All right, and then we want to clip this on to our Circuit Playground Express. And again, remembering which cable goes with which. So the red one will go to our V out right here. And the yellow one will go to A1, which is right here. And the black one will go to ground, which is right here. So, yep. Perfect. Thank
His
you,
head
Cyan.
is attached.
Okay. So,
He is now
okay.
alive.
You showing that, Sage? Okay, the camera's right there.
I thought we were going to attach it to this servo motor.
I was just demonstrating. We can't, yeah. Very good, Sage. Okay. So now we have our crot clips connected to the right pins, and they are connected to our servo motor cable and our servo. All right. So I think we're pretty much done with the making. Do you guys want to move on to the next step?
Coding.
The coding, that's right. So the next step you'll want to do is open up a web browser. So, and who's going to code with me today? Cyan, you're going to code with me today? Okay, so let's go to a web browser and just type in MakeCode.com.
Adafruit Circuit Playground.
You'll get to this
Express.
site, yep. And then, then you just want to click on the Adafruit and then do new project.
Today?
We're not going to do a tutorial. We're going to actually
All right.
yep. So the first thing we're going to need to do, so we're activating our BattleBots using the buttons, right? So which block do you think we need to use?
Probably in loops.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, input.
Input.
On button.
On button click. That's right. So drag that out. So what does this block mean? Can you explain?
Like, so if it's basically like an if-then block. So
Kind of.
so like when I push button A,
Yes.
when I click button A,
Yes.
something will happen.
That's right. It's more like kind of a listener block.
Yeah.
So anytime I press button A, the code inside of it will run.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we press button A, what do we want to have happen?
The sword move a certain direction.
We want to have the servo motor move an angle, right?
Yep.
So you can find blocks for the servo motor in advanced. So we're going to click the advanced button on our toolbox, and we're going to open up the pins drawer. Have you ever used anything in here before?
Very rarely.
Very rarely, yeah. So this is kind of fun, new and exciting. So in the pins toolbox drawer, you'll see there's a section called servo.
Servo motor.
Yeah, so we're going to use this block here, this servo right pin block, and we're going to drop it into button A. So what this says is the servo that's connected to A1, it's going to move 90 degrees. So let's change that to 0. So we want it to move 0 degrees.
And then 90 degrees.
And then 90 or 180. It could move all the way, right?
Yeah.
So, yep. So then we want the same thing to happen for button B. Can you show us how to do that for button B?
So we go back into input. We do on button. But then instead of doing A, we do button B.
Perfect.
Then we go back into pins, grab the same one, and put it into here.
Yep.
And this one's gonna stay the same.
What angle do you want to do? 90 degrees or 180 degrees?
I think we should do 180.
Let's do it. Okay. Perfect. So this is pretty much it. The one thing I did add was some sound. Like as we swing the sword, it plays a sound. So where do we find those music blocks?
In music.
Yep. And then do you want to just grab this play sound block that we
Yeah.
can put in here? What sound should we have for our BattleBots?
Aw, there isn't any Star Wars music.
No Star Wars, but there's pew pew. That's kind of cool. Pew pew. Nice. Okay.
Like for sword. Pew pew.
And then we can copy any block by right-clicking on the block and selecting duplicate. And then we can just put that here in button B too.
So now,
And
if we
it's
go
not
into
going to
the
show anything in the simulator because we don't have a servo motor connected here, but we can at least hear, you know, that's pretty good. All right, so now when we're happy with our code, what do we do?
we press download.
We press download, but first we need to make sure our Circuit Playground is connected, right?
Yep.
So you take your Circuit Playground board. How do you show us how we connect it?
And it goes into this white thing at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you connect the battery pack, and this is where you code it.
Yep.
Do the things where you code it. So it only goes in one way. So you have to make sure that it's the right way.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
And then what happens when you plug it in and you don't see all the lights turn green?
Then you press the reset button.
Yep. And can you show people where is the reset button?
It's the tiny button in the middle of
Right in the middle. Yep. Just press and release it once until you see all the lights turn green. Okay, and then you know your Circuit Playground's connected as a USB drive onto your computer. And then what?
Click download.
Click download.
Maybe the thing you were pointing at.
And so what's going to happen now when I click download?
It's gonna open as a file.
Yeah, it's gonna download your program as a file into the downloads folder on your computer. And so we need to copy this program file
and put it into C Play Boot.
That's right, C Play Boot. Do you see that USB drive that kind of appeared on our computer?
Yep.
So drag and drop your program file into the computer. Once it's copied over, you should have it here, and then we can test it here. If you want to test the servo motor, we need to make sure that we have a servo motor that is connected. So let me just take this one off. And do you want to connect these to the right pins, Cyan?
All right.
So
Ah!
where does the black go?
The black. See if I can untangle it here.
Okay.
The black goes
G and D.
G and D. Right here.
G and D.
Let me get these untangled.
Okay.
All right.
Red. Where does the red go?
Goes A1.
V out.
V out. V out. Oh, there it is. And then and then yellow goes in A1.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you want a moment of truth? Do you want to test this and see if this is working? Okay, ready? I'm going to press button A.
Wait, no, ready?
Okay.
Dun, dun, now I'm ready. Dun, 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 dun,
There we go.
dun,
I don't know if
dun,
can they see hold it a little bit closer so you can see the servo
dun,
motor move.
dun,
There we go.
dun, 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 dun,
So I think we're ready to build a Star Wars. I think we're ready to build a Star Wars BattleBot with this one.
Maybe.
Yeah, and maybe play the Star Wars music with it.
Maybe.
All right, so that's about it for this episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen. Sage, do you want to come over and say bye to everybody too? With our BattleBots. So everyone get your BattleBot. Goldilocks the Destroyer.
Bye.
And thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen. And what are we going to make next week, you guys?
Maybe I can finally make. Maybe
we're gonna add wheels to our.
Maybe
robots?
we'll find some continuous servo motors and make wheeled robots.
Or we could do like a tiny one that's like swinging or something.
We could do a swimming robot. Perfect.
Or a swinging robot, like swinging from a swing.
Robot, yes. Okay, so stay tuned next week. We'll come back with another fun project that you can do with your kids in the kitchen. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.